Throughout its history, Sri Lanka cricket has been known for their depth in spin bowling talent. From Dharmasena to Muralidharan to Chandana, Herath and Mendes, Sri Lanka has always had the gift of having quality spinners in abundance. However, the effectiveness of the current crop of Sri Lankan spinners has not been up to those standards, particularly in limited overs cricket. In the last 5 years, statistically, they have the worst record in T20Is and one of the worst records in ODIs out of all full member teams. Sri Lanka have also used the greatest number of spinners among those countries during this time frame. So how will Sri Lanka's spin artillery be formed in the future? Wanindu Hasaranga and Lakshan Sandakan were the specialist spinners in Sri Lanka's last limited overs series against the West Indies and did a great job, especially in that one-day international series. Apart from these two, wrist spinner Jeffrey Vandersay has been on the selectors' radar for a few years. The mainstay in the spin department before his suspension, Akila Dhananjaya will be entitled to approach the ICC for a reassessment of his bowling action after the expiry of his one-year suspension period ending in September 2020. In Akila's absence, the off-spinning duties were brilliantly carried out by the batting all-rounder Dhananjaya de Silva. There are also many young spinners who are biding their time in Sri Lanka A, Sri Lanka Emerging and Development squads. 21-year-old ambidextrous spinner Kanye Mendes is one of the exciting talents to look forward to with the addition of his batting abilities. Another Mendes from down south, 25-year-old Ramesh Mendes is an off-spinner who can be handy with the bat in the lower order. Sri Lanka does possess quite a promising set of wrist spinners in their ranks. Although they lack international experience, Pulina Tharanga, Sachindu Columbage and Kavindu Nadishan have appeared in Sri Lanka Emerging and Development squads regularly. The youngest of the lot, Kavindu Nadishan, who played his last youth ODI in South Africa in the Under-19 World Cup in January, was given the opportunity to bowl at the West Indies in a tour match. When it comes to left-arm spinners, Sri Lanka has a few options to choose from. Front-runners from that lot are three experienced campaigners, Amila Aponsu, Prabhat Jayasuriya and Chaturanga de Silva. All of them have been lucky enough to wear the national jersey but have been unable to retain their spots consistently. After Rangana Herath's retirement, Dilruwan Perera has been Sri Lanka's senior spinner, while Herath's replacement Lasith Ambudiniya has already exhibited what he is capable of. Apart from these two spinners, Wanindu Hasaranga is very much in Mickey Arthur's plans, as he hinted that Hasaranga would have been included in the test squad against England if not for his hamstring injury. In case Sri Lanka needs a backup option for Ambudiniya, 33-year-old Malinda Pushpakumara, who has more than 750 first-class wickets, will be able to fill that void. Former Sri Lanka skipper Hashan Tilakaratne's son, Duvindu Tilakaratne, is also a left-arm spinner who has been enjoying success in domestic cricket this season. As a backup for Dilruwan Perera as an off-spinner, there is always the option of Akila Dhananjaya, who could be available at the back end of this year. Apart from Dhananjaya, 22-year-old off-spinner Nishan Piris, who has been a usual inclusion in the Sri Lanka A setup, will be a favourite to progress through the national setup. Tharindu Kaushal, who last played a test match in 2015, is still very much in the back of the selectors' minds, as he is still regularly included in the SLC President's 11 squads. Who is your favourite spinner from the current lot, and who do you think will progress to the national team from the probable candidates?